lot to celebrate this afternoon. I would ask at this time if everyone could find a seat, please. Was I smiling? I don't smile often. I love the energy in Kieran Hall this afternoon. And I thank everyone for taking time out of their busy weekend to be here. For those of you that might not know me, my name is Dawn Cerrone. I'm the Director of Athletics here, and it is my privilege and honor to stand before you this afternoon and welcome you to the Our Lady of Mercy Athletic Hall of Fame induction for the class of 2023. Yeah! This Hall of Fame is something that our former athletic director, coach, and leader, Ms. Karen Andrione, had a vision for. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to pull it off. Her life was cut short, but I have the privilege and honor of following in her footsteps and having the great honor of leading this Hall of Fame forward in the next decade. So without further ado, I would like to thank a number of individuals that made this afternoon possible: our administration, our board, the student athletes that are here today. We have parents, my colleagues, Ms. Tara Kuhn and Ms. Amanda Kelly, who without them, I'm not sure where I would be today. They're on my right and left hands, that's for sure. But this Hall of Fame is a great culmination of an amazing athletic history here at Our Lady of Mercy Academy. We are small, but we are mighty, and we have always been that. Having the honor of going back into yearbooks and newsday articles to read about those that came before and the amazing athletic feats and amazing athletic milestones that have been achieved here at the Academy are so very impressive. And I would like to just thank everybody once again, before we get the program started, for being here, for the grandparents and parents that sent their children here to Our Lady of Mercy. Thank you, because the Circle of Mercy is an incredible, incredible component. And what these young women go off and do after graduating, you will hear about them tonight, is absolutely extraordinary. Without further ado, I would like to introduce our junior class vice president, three-sport athlete, Sabrina Boyle, who will lead us in prayer.
In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. O God, you gave us strength, as well as minds and hearts, with which to praise and worship you. Bless our talents and the games we play, and those with whom we compete with. Give us strength, endurance, courage, and agility as we compete or train. In this moment, we remember those who left their mark on the courts and fields. We recognize the women that shaped the Academy using their talents bestowed onto them from the Lord. To lead their athletic teams, they received the gift of determination and passion that got them past their challenges. Through times of injury, pain, loss, or disappointment, God granted these women with strength and undeniable pursuit to overcome these obstacles throughout their athletic careers. We thank and appreciate these women in the name of the Lord for being the heart and soul of this program that continues to thrive today. We thank them for their legacy that they left behind to be looked upon by the future waves of Mercy Athletics. In this moment, Lord, show yourself to those that left their mark not only to this school and their program, but their communities as well. Bless as well, we pray for our time together this evening, that it may be fulfilled with joy, spirit, gratitude, and happiness. Amen. Our Lady of Mercy, in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Thank you, Sabrina. At this time, I would ask everyone to please stand as the Our Lady of Mercy Select Chorus lead us in the national anthem. At this time, I would like to invite Ms. Patalello, the Director of Advancements, to do our welcome.
Thanks, Dawn. This is absolutely unbelievable to see this many people in our gym. So thank you all for coming. And on behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff at Mercy, welcome to our third annual Athletic Hall of Fame induction. Thank you all for returning here tonight to be honored and to celebrate your many accomplishments, both on and off the field. For the families who built Kieran Hall in the mid-70s, you know that you will forever have our gratitude. A very special thank you to Dawn for putting this event together. Believe me, I know what a challenge it is to do these events, and we appreciate the time and effort that everyone has put into making this a success. According to the Women in Sports Foundation, which was founded by Billie Jean King in 1974, the benefits of being a female athlete are many. So just a couple. Female athletes are more likely to get better grades and more likely to go to college. We know that. Girls who play sports have higher levels of confidence and of self-confidence and self-esteem, and lower levels of depression. And girls who play sports have a more positive body image and experience higher state of psychological well-being. Now, I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but for the past 95 years, Mercy's athletic department and coaches have empowered thousands of young women to strive to be the very best they can be. And it is a testament to their dedication and sacrifice that you have become women of mercy. Before I turn the program over, I've been asked to share sad news with you. Mercy's dear friend and our biggest cheerleader, Dick O'Hara, passed away surrounded by his loving family. The O'Hara family were to be with us today, but God had another plan, to reunite him with his beloved partner, Dolores. Eternal rest grant unto him, O Lord, and let your perpetual light shine upon him. May his soul and the souls of the faithful departed, through the mercy of God, rest in peace. Amen. So thank you all for coming here, for being with us. We are so thrilled that you're here, and we love it when you all come back. So enjoy the evening and the company with one another. Thank you.
Couple of things before we move forward. This backdrop over here, if we could get every inductee and their family members to get over there at some point for a picture, we'd love to be able to have that information so we can post it on our website. So if you haven't done that at some point this evening, please do not leave without doing that. At the end of the ceremony, we'll be doing group shots in front of the podium of our entire group, and then we'll do the championship teams. So please don't run out. We're going to try to be as time efficient, as honorably as we possibly can. I know everybody's time is precious. A couple of other things. The tunnel that everybody used to walk through to get to the main building has been renamed the Hall of Champions, and I would ask that if you get a chance, feel free to journey down that hallway. It certainly will be memory lane. And at this time, we know that being a dot or a stripe means everything to Mercy Girls. So at this time, I would like to ask all of the dots in the audience to please proudly stand up for a round of applause. All right, now I'm not going to count. All right, congratulations to the dots. If the dots could please have a seat. And now, if I could ask all the stripes in the audience to please stand. Oh, a lot of energy. Bring on that energy. I am loving this. This is awesome. I can never, ever make that mistake with any of our inductees. I would never try to guess if somebody was a dot or stripe, because I would definitely pay the price for that. We have a couple of new things going on here at the Academy that I just wanted to mention to everyone. We have the addition of a couple of different programs. We've added a varsity bowling team a couple of years ago, which is unbelievably successful. The mats in the corner behind the beverage area, we're going to be starting a competitive cheer team. Did you ever think Dawn Cerrone would be starting a competitive cheer team? But we are starting one this year. So we are really thrilled. And for those of you that are fans of the NFL, last year we began a flag football program for the Catholic League for Girls. I was unrelentless until I got that approved. So those are 3 new additions to our athletic program that we are extremely proud of. And the opportunities that you had through your time here continue to grow. All right, I have the wonderful assistants. Our Leaders Club over time has changed over to the Mustangs Leading Mustangs. And I have our 3 officers here that I'm going to call up right now, and they are going to actually assist me with some of our presentations this evening. Our resident, Jillian DeVaro. Come on down, Jill. One of our Vice Presidents of Mustangs Leading Mustangs, Haley Becker. And last but not least, our other Vice President, who will be conducting our next speech for the first induction of the evening is Jackie McRory. As a result of some extenuating circumstances, we're going to be going a little bit out of order with our program. And at this time, I'm going to ask Sister Margaret Ann to please come up to the tables. And Jackie McRory is going to do our first induction, which is going to be for one of our most treasured administrators here at Our Lady of Mercy.
It is with immense pride and profound gratitude that we gather here today to induct an extraordinary individual who the Our Lady of Mercy Athletic Hall of Fame. This induction ceremony is a momentous occasion that allows us to pay homage to a person whose contributions to our school and school's athletic legacy are nothing short of legendary. Today, we honor our esteemed former principal, Sister Kieran Hardigan, class of 1951, for her remarkable dedication to the world of sports and his indelible impact on our school community during her principalship from 1972 to 1990. Sister Kieran was a driving force behind the growth of our athletic program, the elevation of Sports Night, and led the charge for the construction of the gymnasium we so fondly called Kieran Hall. Sister Kieran encouraged athletic participation and was also often found on the sidelines supporting the Lady Mustangs. Her unconditional support of our athletic program fostered school spirit and camaraderie throughout her tenure. As principal, Sister Kieran recognized the pivotal role that sports plays in the overall development of all Mercy girls. She was an unwavering champion of the belief that the values learned through athletic participation, dedication, teamwork, discipline, and perseverance are not just essential to success, but in sports and also. Sister Kieran's contribution extends far beyond the boundaries of the athletic fields. She encouraged her faculty, coaches, and student athletes to focus on fostering the growth of character, taught valuable life lessons, and instilled a sense of pride in our student athletes. For Sister Kieran, it was about celebrating victories, both big and small, and gracefully accepting defeat as an opportunity for growth. It was about creating an atmosphere where our faith and sportsmanship were paramount to winning. From what I have been told, she loves to win, but her faith was far greater. In recognition of Sister Kieran's unwavering commitment to our student athletes, the impact she had on our school, and the legacy she left behind, it is my distinct honor to formally induct Sister Mary Kieran posthumously into our Lady of Mercy Athletic Hall of Fame as an administrator. May this induction serve as a symbol of our enduring appreciation and respect for Sister Kieran's legacy here at the Academy. I would like to congratulate her family members here today. At this time, her sister, Sister Margaret Ann, will accept her award.
Not to worry, I'll only speak 30 minutes. It is indeed my distinct pleasure to accept the honor that is being bestowed on Sister Kieran this evening. If you knew Sister Kieran, and I look out and I see some families who are here, you know what I'm talking about. She was a woman with a vision that turned into action. She was a person dedicated, totally dedicated to the advancement of women's education. She loved Mercy. She's a graduate 1950. She's much older than I am. I'm a graduate of 1959. And she had a dream. I think part of the dream was the nightmare she had about falling off the stage for basketball right off, and knew we needed a facility to expand our athletic department. So in her wisdom, she knew it was a much better thing to approach a husband and wife together to be members of the first advisory board of Our Lady of Mercy Academy. In so doing, she selected the husband and wife of several families who are happily represented here tonight. And with that wisdom and all of the wisdom that came with each family, this small board did a tremendous job in raising the funds to build this beautiful athletic complex. I cannot think of Mercy without it today. Remember, this was 1978, and so to move forward and to continue the excellence that Mercy represents, we needed this. And these wonderful, wonderful people came forth. And I'm going to, unless their names are big, pardon me? Okay, she's trying to cut my time. So I wasn't sure, but Dawn will be recognizing each one of those families, because they certainly were a band of people who worked incessantly, and they were so proud of what they were able to accomplish. I would suggest that Our Lady of Mercy is what it is today because this facility was able to be added to its entire structure. So, on behalf of my sister, I thank you for the honor, and I thank the families that worked with her in such a wonderful way. God bless you all, and may Mercy go forward, because we need the wonderful aspect and product that it produces. Young women who know how to make a wise decision and change the world to be a better place. And they have wonderful memories of friendship, learning, and motivation to go forward. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to ask any of the families of those incredible parents that raised the funds to build this beautiful gymnasium, if you could please join us here up at the awards table. Please come on up. First, thank you to each and every one of you for being here today. You can never underestimate the strength, power, and influence of a strong, confident, and determined woman such as Sister Kieran. As Sister Kieran observed the continuous success of the athletic program during her tenure at the Academy, she knew the time had come to provide these student athletes with a gymnasium that would allow them to flourish. Mercy Girls had simply outgrown the gym on the stage. Her new mission was to seek a group of Mercy Girl moms and dads that shared the same vision and mission. Sister Kieran carefully selected a group of parents that not only shared the mission and vision, but those that had professional careers related to the cause that would create the ultimate fundraising team. She onboarded Mr. and Mrs. Salvatore Amatetti, Mr. and Mrs. Edward Fitzpatrick, Mr. and Mrs. Robert Jordan, Mr. Francis Kelly, Mr. and Mrs. George Leitmuller, Mr. and Mrs. Richard O'Hara, Mr. and Mrs. Eugene Souther, and Mr. and Mrs. Leslie Quick. This talented group of parents became known as Sister Kieran's Advisory Board. The incredible team of parents took on the charge of raising money to build a sports complex at the Academy, a complex that would enhance the powerful all-girls school education by further elevating the extracurricular and athletic opportunities for all Mercy Girls. They believed their daughters deserved better in order to maximize their growth during their high school experience. Each parent was committed to providing their daughters and future granddaughters with the best all-round Catholic education in order for them to become highly educated, confident, brave, powerful young women that acquired the tools necessary to be successful in life. Their mission was clear. The team was fully invested. This group of parents worked during the day in business, law, and construction and focused on raising their families. After hours, they took to the road visiting potential donors. This team of Mercy parents were great advocates for Catholic education provided by an all-girls school. They explained to the potential donors the value added of such an education based upon their own daughter's experience. They further explained how a new sports complex would greatly enhance the overall experience and opportunity at the Academy. Through the hard work of this team of parents and the generosity of many donors, the dream of constructing a new sports complex became a reality. The new gymnasium, named Kieran Hall in honor of Sister Kieran Hartigan, was ready for action in 1978. In addition to honoring this wonderful group of parents today, this group was also honored at the 85th Gala. Today, we honor the Herculean effort of this group of dedicated and committed parents who shared a vision that would not only benefit their daughters, but would benefit future generations of Mercy Girls. This beautiful gymnasium named Kieran Hall has been the home of a multitude of volleyball, basketball, and badminton championships, hosted the most incredible sports night performances between the Dots and Stripes, dating back all the way to 1979. I believe we may have some representatives from that squad here tonight. And this gymnasium has been a home to thousands of Mercy Girls. The effort of this group of parents was a true labor of love, one that we will be forever grateful for. While many have passed on to eternal life, I would ask everyone to join me in a moment of silence to honor and thank this group of parents for this incredible facility. Thank you. At this time, I would like to congratulate the families of this incredible advisory board that consisted of Mr. and Mrs. Salvatore Amatetti, Mr. and Mrs. Edward Fitzpatrick, Mr. and Mrs. Robert Jordan, Mr. Francis Kelly, Mr. and Mrs. George Leitmuller, Mr. and Mrs. Richard O'Hara, Mr. and Mrs. Eugene Souther, and Mr. and Mrs. Leslie Quick, as they are inducted into the Our Lady of Mercy Athletic Hall of Fame for their contribution to our athletic program as forever members of the class of 2023. Congratulations. And please feel free to get up and get some food and drink as you need throughout the ceremony. I would like to introduce our Vice President of Mustangs Leading Mustangs, Haley Becker, for our first induction of our student athlete, Margaret Burns. If I could have Bill please come up.
Following in her sister, Mary Irene Burns, class of 1961's footsteps, Margaret Peg Burns blazed her own path as a student athlete at the Academy. Peg was a 4-year member of the varsity basketball team at Our Lady of Mercy Academy from 1960 to 1963. During that time, basketball practices and games were played on the court that doubled as the stage in the auditorium. It had been told that in order to inbound the ball from the baseline, the girls had to have their backs against the wall. The game of basketball was very different back in the day. There were only guards and forwards that occupied each end of the court. You were never allowed to cross your half of the court. Eventually, a rover was added. The rover was able to travel from end line to end line. The Burns sisters were a force to be reckoned with. Peg and Rainey, as they were called in high school, played for the very successful coach at the time, Mr. Miles. Peg was a member of the varsity basketball team that went undefeated from 1960 to the last game of her senior year that they lost. That is an incredible run. Mrs. Cerrone had the privilege of speaking to Peg before her passing as she was preparing her sister Rainey's Hall of Fame induction speech. Peg spoke about the amazing Mr. Miles, who she endorsed as the best coach ever. Peg was very humble, deferring the incredible run to her teammates, especially teammate Ann Ferrara, who went on to become a Sister of Mercy. According to Peg, Ann was the star of the team in 1963. But as we all know, a team that went 4 years without a loss could only attain that milestone with total team effort, and Peg was a major part of their success. Peg remembered playing in the gym on the stage with her back against the wall inbounding the basketball. How things have changed as we sit today in Kieran Hall, where all of our basketball practices and games take place. Mrs. Cerrone treasured that phone conversation with Peg back in 2021. She could tell as she spoke to her how proud she was of her sister, her teammates, and how proud she was to be a Mercy girl. The memories of long ago must have put a smile on her face that day. Peg told Mrs. Cerrone, in the 1960s, Mercy basketball rocked with a few very special athletes and a fabulous coach. That, ladies and gentlemen, is when the outstanding basketball tradition began. Peg was a kind and compassionate woman who always did her very best to care for those around her, especially her family. Wherever she went, she left an incredible mark of generosity, compassion, and grace. Peg spent her career in the nonprofit sector of service, advocating for and elevating the needs of children and families. After 20-plus years with Children's Home Society of the state of Washington, she retired from her leadership position, Vice President of Strategic Planning and New Business Development, and spent a number of years as a highly sought-after early Head Start program consultant. Her legacy is found in the relationships and community she helped build and strengthen throughout her life. Professionally, she helped build numerous programs that supported hundreds, if not thousands of families. She helped bring massive federal investment into the state of Washington to support early childhood education and interventions. And throughout her career, she stayed focused on the belief that every member of society is worthy of love and community. Peg had 4 children, 12 grandchildren, and 2 great-grandchildren that mean the world to her. Congratulations to the family of Margaret Peg Burns on her posthumous induction as a student athlete into the class of 2023 Our Lady of Mercy Academy Athletic Hall of Fame. At this time, we would like to introduce Peg Burns' brother, Bill Burns, who will provide the expected speech.
Hello, everyone. I'd just like to say thank you so much from our whole family, especially Peg's family. Peg was a remarkable person. She had so many qualities that really began probably here. Qualities like leadership, which she got from playing basketball and being captain of her team, and having a winning team that year, and a great success, and a wonderful sense of team spirit, which she carried into her later work life, where she was able to bring together disparate people at work to create this wonderful nonprofit, Children's Home Society, that helped maybe 1,000 families in the Washington area, and brought in a numerous amount of other involvements. After she retired, she worked for several other nonprofits, helping them with grant writing and that kind of thing. But I think you could trace back her development in her sense of service to both her family, her community, to Our Lady of Mercy Academy. And I think she learned all those things, or developed them here, and then brought them into her later life. And when she left us, sadly, a year ago, she left a legacy of a wonderful family. As was mentioned, she has wonderful, remarkable children, and grandchildren, and even a couple of great-grandchildren. So she leaves the world a better place. So thank you all for this honor. The family appreciates it so much, and we're so happy to accept it. Thanks.
I would like to invite our president of Mustangs Leading Mustangs, Jillian, to come to the microphone. I would also like to ask Dr. Wendy Martinez to please join us at the award table.
Today, it is my absolute privilege to stand before you and pay tribute to an extraordinary Mercy girl who has graced the world of sports and medicine with her unwavering dedication, boundless talent, and exceptional spirit. We gather here to induct the remarkable Dr. Wendy Martinez, class of '75, into the Our Lady of Mercy Athletic Hall of Fame. Dr. Wendy Martinez's journey is one that inspires us all, as it is a testament to the power of determination, resilience, and the pursuit of excellence. From the very beginning, Wendy showed an exceptional aptitude for sports. Her athletic prowess seems limitless, and she excels in every endeavor she pursued. She wasn't just a standout in one sport. She was a multi-sport athlete who earned 7 varsity letters at the academy in basketball, volleyball, softball, swimming, tennis, track, and badminton, where she showcased her versatility and her deep love for competition. She was virtually no sport that Wendy couldn't conquer, and she did so with grace and humility. Kathy Orr Cunningham, 77, stated, "Wendy was one of the most versatile and well-rounded student athletes she ever played with." Dr. Wendy Martinez went on to SUNY Albany, where she continued her volleyball, basketball, and softball careers on a full athletic scholarship while pursuing her undergraduate degree. Her story doesn't just end with her athletic achievements. While she conquered the sporting world during high school and college, she continued to nurture a passion for another field that demanded steadfast dedication: medicine. Dr. Wendy Martinez pursued her dream of becoming a doctor with the same determination and vigor that she exhibited on the playing field. She demonstrated an unyielding commitment to the well-being of others, just as she did to her teammates and the sport she loved. Dr. Wendy Martinez is board certified and is a fellow of the American College of Obstetrics and Gynecology. She received her doctorate in medicine with honors from Temple University School of Medicine and completed her residency at Albert Einstein Medical Center in Philadelphia, where she also served as chief resident. In 1991, Dr. Martinez founded the Women's Group for OBGYN. It was the first all-female gynecology and obstetrical practice in southern New Jersey. Since then, Dr. Martinez has served 2 generations of women. Dr. Wendy Martinez has twice been honored as Woman of the Year for exemplary contributions to women's health and has received congressional and senatorial commendations for her leadership and educational efforts. She has often been named a top doc in southern New Jersey, and America. But she is perhaps most proud of being recognized as the OBGYN specialist to whom other doctors would send their own family members. Dr. Wendy Martinez's journey from an exceptional multi-sport athlete to a dedicated and compassionate doctor is nothing short of extraordinary. Her story serves as an inspiration to us all, demonstrating that with passion, perseverance, and a heart full of compassion, we can achieve greatness not only in our chosen fields, but also in our contributions to the betterment of humanity. Today we celebrate Dr. Wendy Martinez, not only for her unparalleled achievements in the world of athletics, but for her selfless dedication to the health and well-being of others. It is with great pride and immense honor that we welcome Dr. Wendy Martinez into the Our Lady of Mercy Athletic Hall of Fame as a student athlete and forever member of the class of 2023.
I'd like to thank the Lady of Mercy Academy for bestowing this honor upon me. My time here at Mercy were probably one of the best 4 years of my life, excluding having my daughter, Laura. But I received a wonderful education here, and the Sisters of Mercy really directed my pathway and kept me focused to where I am today. The sports, the dedication and sportsmanship and how to play with others was all learned here at A Lady of Mercy, and I think that has helped me to grow as a woman and as a physician in taking care of women today. The only sport that I have to make mention of is the flag football that you're now coming on board here with. That in college, I played the 3 varsity sports, basketball, volleyball, and softball. And I never was hurt in any of the sports, except when I played intramural flag football at the championship game, but it was well worth it. But anyway, the ambulance came 3 times to that game. But as I said, I just want to thank everyone for this wonderful award, and I'm part of the old gym where you had to put your foot up against the back wall to take the ball out. And as tiny as I was almost on the line all the time. But I want to thank Sister Kieran and all the families who had the foresight to construct this beautiful gymnasium compared to the small little one we had. But it's a beautiful addition to Our Lady of Mercy, and I want to thank you all for that.
I would like to invite Colleen Tall to come up to the awards table at this time. Lots of fans in the audience today. Today we honor and celebrate the remarkable achievements of an extraordinary student athlete, Colleen Tall, member of the class of 1995, and yes, she was a Colleen was a 12-season student athlete, having played volleyball, basketball, and softball. She was the vice president of Leaders Club and captain of exercise her senior year. As we gather for this prestigious induction ceremony for Our Lady of Mercy Athletic Hall of Fame, we pay tribute to an individual whose dedication, talent, and grit have left an indelible mark on our athletic program. Colleen's journey began with humble beginnings, but her fixed determination set her apart. From the moment she stepped into the classroom and began her athletic career at the Academy, she displayed an unmatched level of commitment, pushing herself beyond her limits and inspiring those around her to do the same. As a four-year member of our varsity softball team, Colleen created an unmatched legacy behind the plate. Colleen became the starting catcher her freshman year. During her junior year, she caught for two fellow Hall of Famers, Colleen Jamieson and Mary Hogan, on a team that went 25-2, winning the 1994 New York State Catholic High School Athletic Association Softball State Championship, and we will be honoring that team in a little while with an amazing victory against St. Francis Prep. But her most defining season took place her senior year as the captain and starting catcher for the Lady Mustangs. Colleen posted a fielding average of .970 with 214 putouts, 11 assists. That year, Colleen batted .367, had a slugger's percentage of .522, recorded 24 RBIs and 12 stolen bases. Those numbers earned Colleen first-team All-League honors on a team that went undefeated in league play, won a league title, and finished their year in the state finals with a record of 24-8. In addition to her All-League honors, Colleen was recognized nationally when she received the second-team All-Region honors and was selected as an All-America Scholar athlete by the National Softball Coaches Association. Colleen possessed an incredible softball IQ behind the plate and a laser-like focus that not only elevated her level of play, but all those around her. Assistant coach Heather Reichert, class of 1990, and former Lady Mustang catcher said, "Colleen was one of the most coachable and talented players I have ever coached." Upon graduating from the Academy in 1995, Colleen played 4 years of softball at Manhattan College and was captain her senior year. She graduated in 1999 with a degree in education. She continued her education at Upstate Medical University in Syracuse, where she earned her master's and doctorate in physical therapy. Colleen has spent the last 21 years working for the Department of Veterans Affairs, specializing in amputee care and physical therapy embedded with primary care. Colleen's story again about determination, passion, and purpose, a story that has inspired her patients the same way she inspired her teammates. She's a true advocate for her patients' health and well-being. Colleen has spent countless hours working with our country's veterans who are facing physical challenges, turning their struggles into stories of triumph and resilience. Her ability to instill hope and empower her patients is nothing short of extraordinary. Colleen, you have proven time and time again that dreams become a reality with hard work, perseverance, and an unyielding belief in oneself and one's teammates. Your induction into this Hall of Fame is a testament to the countless hours of practice, the sacrifices made, and the unyielding dedication you've shown throughout your athletic career at the Academy. Colleen is here tonight with her husband, Uchenna, who played lacrosse at Columbia, and her son, Devin. Their daughter, Kira, is at an AAU tournament. Like their parents, Kira and Devin are gifted student athletes. On behalf of all those who have been fortunate enough to witness your greatness as a student athlete, we congratulate you, Colleen Tall, on this well-deserved honor. May your journey continue to inspire generations to come. May your legacy forever shine as a beacon of hope and inspiration for all future student athletes here at the Academy. Congratulations, Colleen, and welcome to the Our Lady of Mercy Athletic Hall of Fame, class of 2023 as a student athlete.
Just have to bear with me. My voice is a little scratchy here. I've been sick for like the last 2 weeks, so hopefully I get through without coughing too much. Good evening. I would like to start off by extending my sincere thanks to the Our Lady of Mercy Academy faculty, Sisters of Mercy, Board of Directors, and current Mercy students who have made this beautiful event possible. I would also like to congratulate my fellow honorees, as well as those who have come before us. I am truly humbled and grateful to be selected and deeply appreciate those who nominated me for this consideration. So, how did I get here? Well, I think it was a bit of serendipity as well as my grandmother's wisdom. Stepping onto campus for the first time in the fall of 1990 at the open house, I would have never predicted being here. A graduate of St. Bernard's in Levittown, most of my friends and relatives were attending Holy Trinity in Kellenberg. I also assumed that an all-girls environment was not quite exactly what I wanted. I was unaware of Mercy's strong academic and athletic programs, great coaches, and amazing athletes. My mom felt I should attend the open house because her mother had raved about how beautiful it was and often lamented that her 5 girls couldn't attend because it was too costly. So they went to QRA, or Queen of the Rosary Academy, an all-girls Catholic institution in Amityville that closed in 1986. As I took the tour, it was obvious that Mercy was beautiful, and not just for the grounds, but its distinctiveness, the warmness, the chapel, the senior steps, faculty, and most of all, its students. One particular student I met that day was Regina Beer, who was a pitcher on the softball team, and it was her spirit and friendliness that had me sold. As I walked away excited and eager to begin my Mercy journey, I had just one question: would I want to be a dot or a stripe? Upon entering Mercy in 1991, it was during that first volleyball season I watched with amazement as another Mercy Athletic Hall of Famer pounded the ball into the floor. Mary Pat Campbell was a senior and a 3-sport athlete in the same sports I played. She was quiet, but a stellar athlete and led by example. I knew she was the person I most identified with and strove to emulate. I'm sure she has no idea the impact she had, as I was petrified to talk to her. But I am so grateful for the opportunity to learn and grow from her in that 1 year, and also for her inspiration as I chose to wear number 15 for the duration of my athletic career. As I reflect back on my journey, I realize I'm here today for a lot of reasons. Some have to do with me, but most have everything to do with people who surrounded me. I do not accept this award alone. All of my teammates and countless others who contributed in some way also share in this honor. It most certainly takes a village, and all of these accomplishments would not be possible without them. While it would take a much longer speech to recognize everyone, I would like to take some time to highlight those who were most influential. First and foremost are my parents, Denise and the late John Talt. I'm eternally grateful for the encouragement, patience, and motivation they provided and sacrifices they made. They never missed a game. My dad, who I know would have loved to be here, is boasting from above and was my biggest fan. He reveled in all the accomplishments, often recounting exciting games, and could consistently be found chatting it up with anyone who would listen on the sidelines. Until the day he died 5 years ago, he could be found proudly wearing a Manhattan softball hat that celebrated our championship win in 1999. He loved that hat and was laid to rest with it. My mom, ever the valiant supporter and sports fan, has been my absolute rock. With wins, losses, cheers, and tears, she has always been there. Athletic, she was not, but gave it her all and did whatever she could to help me practice in my younger years, which likely helped me develop better catcher skills as I was forced to grab her errant throws. I know she would have liked to be here tonight, but her supporting role has now moved on to the next generation, and she is literally on the sidelines right now cheering on our daughter at an away softball tournament. The next person I wish could be here tonight to offer a personal thank you, the late Karen Andrione, or better known as Miss A. It's incredibly difficult to put into words how influential her role was in my life and so many others. I consider myself truly lucky to have fallen under her wing as she committed, she committed to making each athlete the absolute best she could. Meaningful life lessons were taught daily, most without us realizing their significance until years later. But there were also the painfully obvious ones, such as sprinting to go see the tree in center field when errors were made, or like the time I got benched in the middle of a softball game. I do not remember all the details, but I know we were down in the game. I was on second base in between pitches and Karen gave this sign, which was, anyone remember? No one? No one? Oh man, really? Okay. It was the delayed steal sign. I was confident I could get to third base, providing us with a greater opportunity to score. She stared back at me sternly and shook her head no. Well, very uncharacteristically, I took off on the next throw and was safely into third. I did score a run, but Miss A didn't say a word to me. A very bad sign. And the next inning, I was on the bench. Karen was an outstanding coach, mentor, and teacher. My opportunity to play softball in college would have never been possible without her tireless efforts. Thank you, Karen, for the memories, championships, and of course, lessons. The other great coaches I need to recognize include Rosemary Munson, the late Jen Harding, John Gervin, Heather Reichert, and Dick Hogan. Their dedication and devotion to building talented athletes and teams was truly evident, and I am thankful for their guidance and commitment. To my former teammates, especially those in classes 1994 through 1996, the bonds and memories we created are some of the happiest and most fulfilling experiences of my life. Things like making up cheers together, having fun with our mascots, the stick, the duck, and the whale, sleepaway camps, and many strategizing sessions on how we would beat Holy Trinity and Sacred Heart. I also have to pay special thanks to my wonderful friend, Colleen Jameson, who I'm happy is here tonight celebrating. Her impressive pitching skills and career not only provided me with the opportunities to hone my individual skills, but also brought interest from college coaches as I was her catcher. To Dawn Cerrone, who embodies the spirit of mercy, thank you for continuing to carry out Karen Andrione's vision for this Athletic Hall of Fame. I also thoroughly appreciate your dedication to bringing Mercy Life and athletics to social media, especially the highly entertaining Tea Talks. If you haven't seen them, be sure to check them out. To my husband, Jenna, daughter, Kira, and son, Devin, thank you for your love and support as I now go through life as a sports-obsessed wife and mom who strolls around in a minivan full of equipment. Running from courts to fields and hockey rinks, I savor in these moments, trying not to let it all go too quickly. To the current and future Mustin student athletes, I stand here as a byproduct of so many legends whose footsteps I've followed in, who paved the way for more to follow. I encourage each of you to take advantage of the opportunities provided in this very gym, fields, and halls. Just as I did in October of 1990, find your journey and fulfill your dreams as you continue to pave the way for generations to come. Thank you, and congratulations.
And I'm a little bit disappointed in myself because I didn't give you guys the pitch. If you're not following me on OLMA_athletics, as Colleen just said, you are missing out. So break out those cell phones right now, open up those Instagram accounts, OLMA, all small letters, _athletics. We have social media, and we are getting even more famous with our Thursday Tea Talks with Cerrone, and I'm looking for some volunteers that may want to be featured on the next Tea Talk this Thursday. So if you're in, come see me after we finish because we're going to record it. OLMA_athletics. Break out those cell phones, make sure I'm in there. I would like to invite Mrs. Ellen Hughes to please join us at the awards table for our next induction. Today, we will honor an individual, a true visionary, a legend in the world of high school crew, and an inspiration to all who have had the privilege of rowing for her. We are here to celebrate the one and only Ellen Hughes, the founder and longtime coach of Our Lady of Mercy crew. Let's hear it. Thank you. Ellen's journey as a coach has been nothing short of extraordinary. She not only shaped the lives of countless student athletes, but has also left a mark on the sport of high school crew. She started the crew program here at Our Lady of Mercy Academy in the spring of 1999. Ellen's daughter Jen, who's here with us today, was an avid rower who attended the academy when crew was not initially an option. Ellen was determined to convince the one and only Karen Andrione and the Our Lady of Mercy administration to allow her to start a program. In the spring of 1999, Our Lady of Mercy Academy launched their crew program with 30 Mercy girls on their very first team. The rest is history. Fundraisers took place, boats and equipment were purchased, and a program was launched. The crew program provided an athletic opportunity for all Mercy girls. If you could handle the level, the rigor, along with the demands of the commitment, you were on a team that would spend many weekends on the riverbanks of some of the most impressive rivers along the East Coast. During the winter, Ellen had her student athletes participate in winter workouts that would result in erg competitions. I will never forget a conversation, Ellen, that you and I had. I arrive at St. Anthony's to see my oldest daughter, Cara, at an erg competition, and Ellen informs me that Cara did not place in the erg competition, but she was voted the rower with the most amount of jewelry on. If you knew Cara, that was Cara. Patience is a word that Ellen demonstrated on a regular basis. She took girls that knew nothing about a sport, provided the education, the instruction, the support, and inspiration for their development. In 4 years, they were skillful rowers who knew how to rig and de-rig a boat, were able to travel from Oyster Bay Waterfront Center to Center Island Beach, and successfully navigate the Charles River in Boston at the head of the Charles, which, by the way, the LNUs rode in last weekend. For those of you that aren't aware of the head of the Charles, it is the most prestigious regatta on the East Coast. Ellen's coaching style goes far beyond the techniques of rowing. She instills in her athletes the values of discipline, teamwork, and resilience, virtues that extend far beyond the water and into life itself. She has shown us that victory is not just about crossing the finish line first, but about the journey, the personal growth, and the friendships forged along the way. You have truly earned your place in the Hall of Fame, not only as a coach, but as a true champion of the human spirit. Congratulations, LNUs, Our Lady of Mercy crew coach, on your induction into the Our Lady of Mercy Athletic Hall of Fame. On this well-deserved honor, you will forever be celebrated and cherished for your inspiration to our crew program. Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you. I'm very honored to join all the recipients into the Hall of Fame. I would like to thank the administration for accepting the risk of starting a new sport, allowing it to grow over the years. We went from borrowing and begging for equipment from CW Post and Chaminade and anybody that was willing to lend us something, we would borrow. And then we became owners. I'm quite sure you can identify with the first time that you owned your own car. It was very exciting. The program just took off from there. Then we have my family. Wow. Talk about having a whole set of coaches with you. There were captive audiences in the car that we strategized, lineups, and what color uniforms, and what do you think we should put the design on the oars so that you will find that everybody has put their little mark there, all the way down to my husband, who made a weekend family thing of painting the oars. So a lot of dedication from my family, and that I truly appreciate. So. And then I think about how I went from being a parent providing transportation, like Dawn said about rowing for Huntington High School, because Mercy didn't have a program, to working out with Karen Andrione and the administrators to set up a program here. Well, my daughter was always a side coach to me, on the water, off the water, and from there you'll see that my son came into play because he was rowing for Chaminade. So he was very generous. When he got off the water with Chaminade's practices, he took the Oyster Bay line to meet me down at the boathouse to get a ride home. So you will find that he ended up cleaning up a lot of things with me and straightening things out, and it was very lucky for me because I got to spend a lot of time with my kids when they were on the water too at the regattas that we were at. So it was a very proud moment for me. But I think the spine of the program comes down to not just the rowers, but the parents of the rowers. You're going to see that I couldn't have asked for a better support team with the diverse talents and ideas that they had. They shared these ideas, they helped raise money, they ran indoor erg competitions from teams in the tri-state area, and they set up a team tent. Now, for an outdoor sport, you can imagine how many times that it's rained within the last 2 months here on Saturdays. Those are the kind of days that we had going to competitions. So they set up not only a team tent, but there was a chef-level food spread, not only for the team, but their families. So you're talking about 50 or more people, and it was all working together on every single level, from the parents all the way down to the rowers. And needless to say, they were good about coming back from the regattas, helping unload the trailers, and the boats are extremely large and heavy, so it wasn't just the rowers, the parents helped us out too, so they were great supporters. To the rowers on the team, I'm very thankful to them too. They had to find their inner drive to reach their personal best. And while that was happening, they were reaching with blisters and calluses on their hands. Boyfriends and their manicures were just shaking their heads like, what did you do? But it was showing them how hard that they were working to improve themselves every single day. And then we had flip-flops. Parents couldn't imagine that these flip-flops would be in the water. We were rowing a lot at low tide, and the mud from the tide would just suck these flip-flops off. We were very lucky that Old Navy had $5 flip-flops at that time, so that it was an achievement to try and come off the water with your feet intact. But they kept rowing till exhaustion when they competed. They were ready to finish, to cross that finish line, and they crossed the finish line as a team. They were winners every single time. Each time they were better than the last time. And they got to the point where we have banners up on the wall talking about their championships from New York State up at Saratoga. We had some people qualify for the nationals. We've had people go on to the international level. And right now for the LIU Sharks, we have a coach that started in the Mercy Crew program. So it's a very proud moment for me, for the program, and mostly for the rowers, because they are definitely winners every single day in their life. And for myself as a coach, this allowed me to pay it forward. As most of you here, I was an athlete too. We definitely benefited. And you'll see that it's important for us to pay it forward. It's important for all of you that have the talent to share the things that you're talented with. It could be something as simple as transportation, a food tent, being an extra person to watch the uniforms in terms of making sure everybody's provided for. There's all sorts of roles that you can play. So what makes all these athletic programs successful are the people that pay it forward. So don't forget where you started. And tonight, congratulations to everybody that's receiving an award. This has been a very special day. Thank you very much.
So I know you guys are getting a little tired of hearing me. So I would like to bring up the one and only Sister Megan, also a Hall of Famer and alum of Our Lady of Mercy Academy, who's going to assist me from this point forward. Let's hear it for Sister Megan.
Thank you, Mrs. Cerrone. Does everybody have a beer or a glass of wine? Because I get to talk about the class of basketball 1986, so you got to get yourselves ready. Anybody need to get up? 86! You look exactly the same, every one of you. Okay. So first of all, I thought you guys were so cool because I was a freshman when you were playing. Saying. So for such a small school, the Academy has attained tremendous basketball success through the decades. We listened to the induction speech for Peg Mason and Wendy Martinez just moments ago, both basketball players on very successful teams. Here is a little perspective about women's sports at Our Lady of Mercy Academy. Title IX became law in 1972. Athletic opportunities for girls and women soared. As we heard, a group of parents at the Academy felt playing basketball and volleyball on the stage would not allow our programs to grow, and therefore spearheaded the fundraising campaign that led to our new gymnasium, Kieran Hall, that we're celebrating in tonight. Now, let's fast forward to 1986. Many of the Mercy girls on the 1986 basketball team grew up playing CYO basketball. There were no AAU programs that we currently are up and running around the year like they are today. Through CYO, you competed against girls your own age with officials representing your parish. After the 8th grade, many attended Catholic high schools where you continued to compete against one another. And if you were good, everyone knew your name. Right? They did, right? It's no lie. In 1986, the top 2 teams in the Catholic League advanced to the New York State Catholic High School Basketball Championship. St. Mary's would compete as the B representative, and Our Lady of Mercy as the D representative. Senior Maura Harding said, "It was a whirlwind. We had no idea what to expect. We just kept winning." Under the leadership of their coach, John Gervin, the Mustangs won games in Staten Island and Brooklyn, sending them by plane to Buffalo, shuffling off, where they defeated DeSales 49-45, becoming the Class D New York State High School Catholic League champion. In the championship game, Megan King grabbed 17 rebounds, and Eileen McLaughlin had 8 steals to lead the Mustangs to victory. The 1986 basketball team's winning ways took them to the New York State Federation Finals in Glen Falls. No more planes for this 4-hour trip to Glen Falls. This team boarded their Trailways bus from the Academy at 10 a.m. that then stopped to pick up St. Mary's team, who would also be competing in the Federation tournament. Traveling with St. Mary's made the trip even more exciting, given the members on both teams were good friends. Our Lady of Mercy Academy would depend upon scoring from senior Maura Harding, rebounding from senior Megan King, and Eileen McLaughlin would be the defensive stopper in this Federation showdown. They faced a very talented Germantown squad that ended their championship run in Glen Falls. Despite the loss, the journey had proved to be a memorable one that had never been traveled before by an Our Lady of Mercy Academy basketball team, since the Federation tournament only began in 1981. While the team was disappointed regarding the loss, they were proud of what they had accomplished. The support from their peers, parents, and staff was evident in the spectator bus organized by Mr. Harding that transported their fans to Glen Falls. I was on the bus. So. The Mercy community rallied, as they always do, around this championship team to celebrate not only the victories, but the journey that created memories that will last a lifetime. Please join in congratulating our very first state championship and first Federation finalist basketball team from 1986 into the Our Lady of Mercy Athletic Hall of Fame. You set the bar high, ladies, and inspired many future generations to seek that ultimate championship. Congratulations once again.
At this time, I would like to introduce Maura Harding, who will provide the acceptance speech.
Thank you very much. We are very honored to be the first in the long line of Mercy Girls to win the championship. Like I said, we had no idea what was happening. We were really more concerned about sports, and we kept winning, and we had a lot of stripes on our team, and we need to get back to win that. So it was really hard for us to focus, but we did. We were very lucky. We had support of our teachers, Mrs. Woolley, the nun, Sister Joan McCarthy, came to every one of our games. She was the only one that knew our stats. The rest of us didn't. And our parents were tremendous. I know everybody on my team's parents. I can recognize them. They came to every game. So we're very happy to be here. Those that could make it, those that couldn't. And I also want to recognize my sister who's passed. Her two girls are here in honor of her. So thank you very much.
And this time, I would like to ask Maureen and Emma to please come forward to receive your mom's award. And I know that Maureen's mom is very proud of her and Emma, and Maureen is also an alum of the Academy, so congratulations, ladies. All right, next up. What was really cool in 1994, aside from our varsity softball team? All the members of the 1994 state championship softball team, please come on down. How cool is this that we have so many alum that have come back for this event? Let's give them a hand. This is so impressive. The championship team category came into existence during our first induction ceremony when having a conversation with some of the inductees that are here, and it has been an absolutely great addition to our Hall of Fame. The Our Lady of Mercy softball team from 1994 put Our Lady of Mercy softball on the map, igniting one of the most incredible moments in the history of our athletic program. We gather here today as we celebrate the induction of this extraordinary team into the Athletic Hall of Fame. The 1994 softball season was a remarkable journey filled with memories that have lasted a lifetime. In 1994, the softball team was not just a team, they were a family bound by determination, heart, and an unyielding commitment to the game they loved. Led by the legendary coach, Ms. A, this program had made it to the league finals the previous 3 years without winning that title game. In 1994, the Riker class of 1990 joined the staff. Together, this coaching duo created a blueprint for success that brought this team into that championship category. This team would not be denied. The first ever softball league championship came with an 11-1 victory over Sacred Heart, improving their record to 24-2. The Mustangs advanced to the state championship where they would face St. Francis Prep. In the second inning, down 1-0, sophomore Julie Weston reached on a walk, stole a base, and scored on error to tie the score at 1. Mary Hogan's sacrifice fly gave Mercy a 2-1 lead, and they never looked back, winning the first ever state championship in softball 8-3 over St. Francis Prep. Pitcher Colleen James recorded the win, while catcher Colleen Tall was credited for calling perfect pitches throughout the game. Let's remember the camaraderie that made this team stronger, the stick that made them believe, and the hours of practice that made them better. Remember the games won, the games lost, and the lessons learned from both. This was truly an unforgettable season. But beyond the wins and losses, it's the character, the friendship, and the lifelong bond you each share during a time that truly defines the legacy of Our Lady of Mercy softball. These women, both then and now, continue to inspire us with their determination, work ethic, and sense of unity that they cultivated on the field, that they each bring into their adult lives. On behalf of everyone here and the countless others who could not join us today, I am honored to induct the Our Lady of Mercy softball team from 1994 into our Athletic Hall of Fame. May your story continue to inspire all of us. May your legacy remind us that with heart, determination, we can all achieve greatness. Congratulations, ladies. I love it. You have the shirt. Yes, absolutely. I would like to ask Coach Heather Riker to please come to the podium for the acceptance speech.
Hello, everybody. I will be quick because Dawn threw this on me tonight. I want to thank everybody for this fantastic honor. I was 1990, class of 1990, and I'm going to say, Dawn, you have two options. You can either, the spirit of the stripes this evening was much louder than the dots, so you can go back to 1988, which was my sister's year, or 1990, add them, and then change those signs over there for the stripe winners, or you can add them to the stripes this year. So it's your choice what you choose to do. And I have 2 more speeches after this, so we have a long night ahead of us. The 1986 basketball team, I went to your championship. My sister was a sophomore, who's here with me tonight. I went to that championship on the bus. It was the first time I met Sister Megan, and I was in 8th grade, so I watched that. Eileen McLaughlin, you were my JV volleyball coach when I was a freshman. So there is a lot of Mercy Girls going on here tonight. I started coaching when I was in college, real quick, 1989, Sister Megan and I, and Heather Morial, who you all meet in a little bit. We lost the championship to St. John the Baptist, and it was not easy. Then we had 1990, we lost it again. It was a vendetta for myself and Karen Andrione, who gave me this opportunity to come back and coach these fantastic girls. And there was no stopping this team from start to finish, between the cheers on the bench, which I know some of them can continue to do today. There was no stopping this team in 1994. It is an honor for me to accept this award. It's been a pleasure for me to coach these girls. Coming tall, congratulations. And thank you so much for this honor, Dawn, and putting this together. I have 2 more speeches this evening, so I will make them quick, but thank you all for coming. God bless the team, and thank you for this award. I'm back. Just because of the last dots just going there. Okay. The 1995 softball team league champions, state finalists, come on down. Winning the state title in 1994, on the 1995
University Campus softball team what it's like to be pursued. Everyone was coming after them. The year prior finally resulted in attaining that state title that eluded them for so many years. Now they were the defending champions and won every second. The 1995 Golden softball team was not just a team. It is a symbol of dedication, passion, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. A few early season losses resulted in a 14-game win streak that resulted in their second league title beating St. Anthony's 8-0 in the title game, sending the Mustangs to the state semifinals. In the semifinal state playoffs, the Mustangs faced a formidable opponent with Jackson. This matchup would prove to be a pitcher's duel between the New York State's best pitchers, Good Counsels Junior Christy O'Connell and Our Lady of Mercy's senior Conley Casey. Conley struck out 9 and came up with it, heading into the 7th. With the score tied 0-0, this state semifinal would require extra innings to see you advance to the state championship game at 5 p.m. that afternoon. With the international tiebreaker effect, placing Janet Margaret Rafferty on second base, freshman Suzanne Weston did a blooper almost second base to score the only run of the day in one of the most incredible state semifinals of that decade. Connie Jameson finished with a 2-hitter, and Our Lady of Mercy was advancing once again to the state finals. They finished the year as a state finalist for both the 20-0 league runner, 28-4 overall, having scored From the powerful hitters to the steady defenders, from the relentless pitchers to the spirited cheerleaders on the bench, everyone played an integral role in their success. Together, they were an unstoppable force. Though time has passed, this team's bonds remain unbroken. The lessons they learned during that time on this team continue to shape their lives today. They have become mothers, teachers, doctors, and leaders in various fields. No guns? No? And they carry with them the spirit of resilience, sportsmanship, and camaraderie that this team embodied. It is our hope that they carry the spirit of 1995 in their hearts and continue to inspire, persevere, and achieve greatness in all that they do. Congratulations to the 1995 Our Lady of Mercy Academy League Championship State Finalist Softball Team on your induction to our Academy.
Here I am, once again. The 1995 team, everybody was after us in 1995, and this team did not quit. We fought until the very end. They said a while ago, when Sister Megan was talking, they said, "You remember all those things?" It shows you how blind you were. I did take it down after I remembered all those things 20 years ago. And this team never gave up. We fought. We had our mascot, the stick, and it was nothing better than this team as well. We did not go to the league that we wanted it to, but apparently everyone was saying myself, I'm so proud to be part of this team. So thank you, 1995 championship team, and congratulations.
Everyone from the 1996 State Championship Softball Team, come on down. Coach Dick Hogan, come join us up front. We're here today to celebrate the unbelievable achievements of the Our Lady of Mercy State Championship Softball Team from 1996. This incredible group of student athletes left an unforgettable mark on the history of our school and softball program. As we honor their induction into the Hall of Fame, we remember the unforgettable moments, the unwavering dedication, and the boundless spirit that defined this team. The Our Lady of Mercy softball team of 1996 was more than just a collection of athletes. They were a group of young women who, through their hard work, passion, and commitment, demonstrated that together they could achieve anything. They were more than teammates. They were sisters on the field, supporting one another through the highs and lows of an incredible season. Advancing into the league final, they faced once again St. Anthony's in a double elimination matchup, the only league loss they encountered during the regular season, ending a 48-game win streak. In the first game of the doubleheader, with senior Mary Hogan on the mound, the Lady Mustangs took home a 7-1 victory after being down 1-0 heading into the 6th inning. The second game of the doubleheader would prove to be an incredible matchup against two exceptionally talented softball programs determined to bring home a championship. The Mustangs found themselves in a similar situation, down 1-0 against St. Anthony's heading into the sixth, one win away from their third straight league championship. Jeanette Miller led off with a single, followed by Julie Westing reaching on an error. A pass ball advances the runners. Mary Hogan drove in the tying run, and freshman Suzanne Kilty's sacrifice fly to right field provided the go-ahead run that would prove enough to seal the victory, securing their third straight league title. But it was in the state championship game that showcased their true strength. The team's unwavering determination and teamwork led this program to its second state softball championship in 3 years. A thrilling 8-inning matchup versus Moore Catholic featured a clutch 2-run single by, once again, senior Melissa Miller, which drove in the eventual winning runs, combined with the heads-up base running of Julie Westing that led to the tying run and some gutsy pitching by senior pitcher Mary Hogan. During the course of this championship game, the Mustangs had to rally back from 3 one-run deficits to ultimately defeat Moore Catholic 6-3. Head coach Karen Andrione stated, "We've been coming back all season. I just knew we would come back. Everyone overlooked us, but I knew we had what it took." The memories of that game remained etched in the hearts of those who were there to witness it. It was a moment of triumph, a moment that will forever be remembered as the shining example of what can be achieved when individuals come together as one true team effort. To the members of the Our Lady of Mercy State Championship softball team of 1996, your coaches, Karen Andrione, Heather Reichert, and Dick Hogan, you have left an indelible mark on our school, our community, and the sport of softball. Your journey to the Hall of Fame is well deserved, and it serves as a lasting inspiration for all who follow. Thank you for the memories, the lessons, and the example that you've all set. Congratulations on your induction, and may your legacy continue to inspire Mercy Girls on this historic day. Congratulations!
Okay, Dawn Simone is not even coming up now that I've asked it her on the 9 times coming up. This year we had Mr. Dick Hogan helping us out. It was my last year of coaching at Mercy, and it was a great way to end my career that I could sleep at night for the rest of my life after losing in the 90s. This team came back with fierce fire. We were not going to lose again. Karen and Joan would not have let us lose again. We had our guidance on the stick once again, and this team never gave up. Mary Hogan, our final game is that mountain, lost the contact on the mound, and it was her senior prom on Long Island that she had to get to. So not only did we win that game, we went into extra innings. She pitched with one eye open, and we won that game, and she came home to the park. Dick Hogan joined us this year, and Dick, thank you for everything, and Karen, so thank you for this honor. Thank you all of the softball teams, 94, 95, and 96. Congratulations, and God bless.
Good evening again. We are moving on to the 1996 State Championship Volleyball team. Come on down. You all got some bling already. The Our Lady of Mercy athletic program during the 1990s can be compared to the Roaring 20s, when our athletic program experienced remarkable success that transformed the athletic culture at the academy. Our athletic program was booming. The academy shed its underdog mentality with the mindset of a champion, and those championships continued to roll in. It became an expectation. The 1996 volleyball team embraced the new culture and knew it was their time to shine. In 1996, the Our Lady of Mercy Academy volleyball team was defeated 3 times by St. Andrews. Twice during the regular season and once in the league final, but they never gave up. They dug in a little deeper each time. In 1996, the top 2 teams advanced to the New York State Catholic High School Athletic Association Championship Volleyball Tournament. St. Anthony's and Our Lady of Mercy would represent Rockville Center. The Mustangs entered the state tournament with a 21-6 overall record, having played the best of the best throughout the season. After a full day of tournament play, Our Lady of Mercy advanced to the state championship match, where they would once again take on the Friars. They had advanced to the state finals in 5 of their last trips without a victory. This time would be different. The Mustangs fell behind early, losing the first set, but bounced back in the second. This pattern would continue, leading them to the 5th and final set against St. Anthony's tied at 2-2. The young Mustangs took the court with fierce determination, resilience, and perseverance. They believed in themselves and each other as their coaches, Miss A, held had it still. This was their time. Down 7-3 in the 5th, a set to 15 points, the Mustangs rallied from behind as a team that would not be denied to win their first ever volleyball state championship. Junior Suzanne Weston and Suzanne Gilkey combined 49 kills, and junior Kate Sack and Sandra Christina Saracusa added a combined 58 assists. Junior Susan Weston earned first team all-league honors, while junior Suzanne Gilkey was the second team all-league selection. Larry Mayer and Kate Sack received all-league honorable mention honors. The path to the state championship was not an easy one. There were successes and failures along the way, but neither deterred this team from the mission they were on. They had a laser-like focus on winning the program's very first state title, regardless of who they faced. These young women exemplified the values instilled in every Mercy girl: faith, excellence, service, and community. The dedication and resilience of these athletes, along with the guidance and support of their coaches and mentors, brought forth a team that truly embodied the spirit of mercy. They worked tirelessly to sharpen their skills, bring out the best in each other, and develop a team bond that's unbreakable. It was a journey marked by hard-fought matches, countless drills, and the determination to overcome every obstacle in their path. But beyond the incredible athleticism displayed on the court, it was their character and heart that set this team apart. They displayed sportsmanship in victory and grace in defeat, reminding us all that true champions are not just measured by their trophies, but by the people they become along the way. As we celebrate this historic achievement today, let us remember and honor the individuals who achieved this victory, the players who left their hearts on the court, and the coaches who nurtured their talents, and the supporters who cheered them on throughout the season. Let us take a moment to celebrate the 1996 Our Lady of Mercy volleyball team, our first ever state champion volleyball team. May their legacy continue to inspire current and future generations of Mercy student athletes, reminding us all that with hard work, dedication, and
Volleyball is a huge part of my life still. My boys that play, my daughter's in college playing in a couple hours. So what I will say is what I remember seeing was a bunch of great kids backed by great families that came together and had an incredible season. So on behalf of them, on behalf of Miss A, we thank you for this honor.
The concept and strength of a shared student athlete began to uplift our athletic programs, further fortifying the culture for success. The 1997 League State Championship volleyball team became the poster child. This team consisted of 8 seniors that not only brought their experience from last year's state championship, but many members were part of other state championship teams here at the Academy. The depth of experience, combined with their ability to exceed expectations and truly operate within a system that allowed them to flourish, were the very attributes that led to a league and state championship in 1997. This year's team, dominated by seniors, were determined to attain higher levels of success than ever before. Senior Suzanne Kilty was quoted by Newsday saying, "We want to make it 2 in a row." History shows that the league favorite doesn't always make it, but we would like to rewrite history. We've got chemistry. We're all great friends on and off the court. This team truly was a sum of all its parts. The road to the league championship consisted of convincing wins against Kellenberg in the semifinal and a sweep of St. Anthony's in the league final. Coach Karen Andrione told Newsday that her team was ready to shuffle off to Buffalo for the New York State Catholic High School Volleyball Championship Tournament. Our Lady of Mercy won their pool 4-2, advancing to the semifinals, where they would once again face St. Anthony's in the semifinals. During pool play, Katie Salmon had 27 assists and 11 aces for the Mustangs, and teammate Carrie Meyer added 13 kills and 7 aces. After losing the first set to St. Anthony's, the Mustangs rallied to win the next 3 sets, advancing to the state finals to take on Christ the King. The finals featured 2 skillful teams battling for each point, alternating wins. Mercy took sets 1 and 3, with Christ the King winning 2 and 4, forcing a 5th deciding set that the Mustangs won 16-14 to take home their 2nd straight state title. Our Lady of Mercy Academy earned the ultimate prize they had been focused on for years, a league and state volleyball title in the same year. Miss A was selected as Coach of the Year by her colleagues. Suzanne Kilty, Katie Salmon, and Suzanne Westing earned first team All-League honors. Carrie Mayer earned second team All-League honors, followed by All-League honorable mention honors for Kristen Freitag and Katie Kilty. Behind every successful team, there are coaches who instill values, techniques, strategies, and provide life lessons that lead to success, both in the past, present, and future. Miss A and Heather Schmidt led this charge. We remember the countless hours they spent preparing, how they sacrificed their time and nurtured the talents of these student athletes. Miss A had this uncanny ability to challenge all of her student athletes to become the very best versions of themselves and ultimately bring out the best in each other. The legacy of the 1997 Our Lady of Mercy League and State Championship volleyball team will forever challenge those that follow to accomplish those same feats that were once unattainable. This championship team set the bar high as a result of their dedication, teamwork, and unyielding spirit. They believed in each other and knew together they could overcome any challenge and reach the pinnacle of success. Senior Suzanne Westing is quoted in Newsday saying, "We know we can. We know that we can't just walk on the court and win. We have to work hard like everyone else," and work harder they did. At this time, I would like to congratulate the 1997 League and State Championship volleyball team at Our Lady of Mercy Academy for their induction into the Athletic Hall of Fame.
Most of you in this room know, if you're an athlete, to repeat is a very hard thing to do. You have a target on your back, and to replicate what you did the year before is such a huge challenge. So kudos to these ladies that did that. They showed up in the gym every day, they worked hard, they gave it their all, but what I remember most about them is the chemistry about the team. They loved having like the same crazy socks. I'll never hear the song that just escaped Breakfast Activities. I will never hear that song on the radio without thinking of them and the stairwell in the games. So once again, thank you for the honor. Congratulations to you ladies.
All right, just a reminder, because we're down to our last induction. Please do not leave if you have not had your picture. As soon as we finish this last induction, you've been an unbelievable audience. We're going to take a group photo, and then we're going to do individual championship team photos. So please don't come out for me because my social media account, Athletics, needs to blow up after this tonight. I'm trying to get into an influencer house across the street. I want to be an influencer, brick house across the street, so hang in there with me. All right, we started with inducting a basketball team, and we're going to finish inducting a basketball team. Can I have all members of the 1999 Basketball State Championship team come on down? The 1999 New York State Catholic High School Athletic Association Basketball Championship team coined the growth mindset decades before it actually began trending in the 21st century. With all the success during the 1990s our athletic program had in the academy, this basketball program was determined to get in line. The run for the state championship began the minute their new coach took over in the fall of 1996. Defense became the foundation that would resurrect this program. From foot fire to defensive slides, zigzag one-on-one drills, this all led to the signature shell drill. This team was in defensive overdrive. Our opponents feared the defense they would face. The slow grind, unrelentless defensive man-to-man pressure applied by the Lady Mustangs would suck the life out of their opponents. Each member of the 1999 team bought in and continued to grow defensively. That growth continued throughout the entire season. The schedule was carefully crafted to face the best of the best. Signature wins against Walt Whitman and Massapequa in our own tournament, along with upsetting St. Anthony's in the quarterfinals, provided confirmation that our new defensive philosophy fit like a glove. Teams began to fear the Lady Mustangs. Advancing to the league semifinals, the Lady Mustangs faced a very talented Holy Trinity team. Coming out quick in the opening quarter, the Lady Mustangs led 12-7. Down 26-20 at the half, the senior-led Titans took home the victory. But the Lady Mustangs were still alive. By advancing to the league semifinal, they earned the right to represent their league in the New York State Class D playoffs. We're almost finished. The New York State Catholic High School Athletic Association basketball championships will take place in Binghamton. The road to the state championship was a goal focused on for 3 years. The last team to participate was the 1991 Federation Championships led by sharpshooting guard Denise Hammersley. Getting there was the easy part. Now they needed to buy into game strategy and prep that would allow them to walk away champions. In the semifinals, they faced St. Mary's of Lancaster in a total team effort. With every player on the roster scoring, the Lady Mustangs won 59-24, advancing to the state final, where they would face the fast-paced and super talented Monsignor Scanlon, led by guards Mercedes Dukes and center Marie Coker. This would be a defining matchup that our team embraced. With their head coach, that would be me, and her assistants Kim Rock and Kristen Beckman, we devised a game plan and practiced in our hotel. This team was ready to take on the world. They believed that defense that they would play would be unlike anything Monsignor Scanlon had ever faced. Monsignor Scanlon came out fast and furious in the first half, taking the lead. Their star center had 9 points. At the half, defensive adjustments were made that led to the Lady Mustangs' 15-5 run in the third. Matchups and their signature man-to-man defense were made, and the suffocating weak side defense made it very difficult for Monsignor Scanlon to score. Katie Kilty had held Coker to 2 points in the third. Point guard Colleen McLaughlin controlled the tempo on offense, while a trio of freshmen, Levain, Milhaven, and Simmons were unleashed, applying full-court pressure that forced key turnovers. Seniors Laurel Seville and Jen Hughes controlled the boards for the Lady Mustangs. This team relied on their ability to defend first and score second philosophy to finish out this championship game 46-36. This team advanced to the Federation team finals in Glens Falls, where they faced Notre Dame and Batavia. While the outcome was not in our favor, the game proved to be the very platform needed to encourage this team to embrace failure, reflect, and inspire this program to work even harder. Failure is the greatest fuel when you use it to pursue of excellence. As we celebrate the 1999 state championship basketball team, we not only honor their remarkable achievement, but also acknowledge the impact they've had on our school's legacy. They demonstrated that with dedication and unconditional belief in themselves and each other and their coaches, anything is possible. It is with tremendous admiration for each and every member of the 1999 New York State Catholic High School Class D basketball championship team that we congratulate you on your induction into the Our Lady University Athletic Hall of Fame. This coach is being proud. Congratulations, ladies. Colleen and Katie are going to give the acceptance speech.
All right, do it. So, in true Kilty fashion, I was just told as I arrived here by Coach and the Kilties that I was giving a speech today. So some things haven't changed in 23 years or so. But thank you, Our Lady of Mercy, very much, and Coach Jerome for this recognition and honor. This was an incredibly special team. As Coach said, you know, softball and volleyball were really the powerhouse programs when we came on the scene, Katie, in 1996, and Coach's first year here. So the bar was set high, so congratulations to all those teams, softball, volleyball. You really paved the way for our success, so thank you. So as Coach mentioned, Katie and I actually started out as freshmen for Coach's first year here in 1996. Not to date us all, but from day one that season, Coach Cerrone stressed the importance of hard work and team and leadership above all. We had just graduated one of our best players a year before, Suzanne Kilty. So we were, you know, supposedly apparently in every building here, but we came back ready to play. Coach pushed us to potentials that we didn't know we had. For those of us who went on to play in college, and I think there were probably about a half dozen of us from that squad that year, I think a lot of us would say that those practices that we had in this very gym were just as difficult as the ones that we had, and we really learned a lot. So again, thanks for that. But those core lessons learned here on early Saturday mornings in Kieran not only set us up for success beyond in college, but also, you know, a lot of us, you know, we're all successful in our own right as moms, business women, you know, across the board. So thank you again for that, Coach, as well. We couldn't be where we are today without you. You know, seniors, Liz Fair is not here, Laurel Seville, and Jen Hughes. That year you set the tone and we all followed. Freshmen, including Ariana here, you pushed us just as hard. So we were a great team because of our top all the way down to our lowerclassmen, our freshmen. It was a real team in every sense of the word, and a really special one. The memories made in this gym and the battles up the road against our rival St. Dom's and Coach Cerrone's sister are ones that we will carry forever. I know that I certainly do. On behalf of our team, thank you to Our Lady of Mercy Academy for this honor, and the faculty for always supporting us. Many of them were in the stands every single game. Thank you to our parents who made this whole experience a reality and sending us to Mercy. Thank you to our families who aren't here today, who are very proud and were always a part of the stands and are certainly watching us from above. I think I share, I think for all of us who are moms that, you know, as a mom myself, I hope that, you know, my children can experience something as special as what we had here. And to those current Mustangs, cherish every single moment in this gym. It goes by really, really fast. And, you know, if you're blessed like we are, you'll be back here in 23 years. Thank you.
Just before direct attention, because we're all here, we're all united here, we're all happy to be here, we're all honored to be here. But the main person always never gets a round of applause. So could everyone please stand up for this woman right here, who organizes this, who puts her heart and soul constantly into Mercy and being a Mustang. So please, Dawn Cerrone.
I've had an incredible opportunity to be a part of the Academy as a coach and to be able to retire and to come back here. And it is because of all the student athletes that I have coached here, all the students that I met while I was coaching here, the coaches would say, and all the current students and future students that will attend the academy, that fuels me every single day to figure out a way to take my game to the next level in some capacity. And I will continue to do that for as long as I am part of the fabric here. But we are small and we are mighty, and we have heard amazing things about these invisible tangibles here in the academy that are so difficult to put your finger on. But we need your help to tell people in our community, on Long Island, throughout the state, about the incredible things that go on here in this small school, and what women who graduate from the academy go on to do in life. The people they become over 4 years. Watching these ladies go through their 4 years of high school and all others, and to see all of the alum back in this room today is a testament to the incredible education and high school experience that they have had here at Our Lady of Mercy Academy. So to all of you in this room, thank you for being here, thank you for being you, and please share the greatness of what your experience has been. That will mean more to us than anything. At this time, I would like to invite Junior Molly Sullivan to come forward for our closing prayer.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Dear Lord, we thank you for this beautiful day and the opportunity to be in the same room as these Paschal Mercy alumni, who continue to contribute to the amazingness of our school every day. It is in women like you, graduates of Our Lady of Mercy Academy, who have kept the spirit of mercy alive around the world through the principles of Catherine Macaulay bestowed upon the Sisters of Mercy in 1831. Lord, we call upon you to shower your perpetual light down on these women and bless them with your glory. Bestow upon them the unwavering strength to continue changing the world as women of mercy, and keep them safe as they live heavenly lives in the shadow of your presence. Guide them in leading a life of Christianity for all current and future Mercy girls to ponder and admire. We ask you for your forgiveness in times of hardship, where we may turn away from your goodness and choose evil. We ask you to give us the strength to veer off the road of sin and continue to convey the message of the Sisters of Mercy, just as these alumni have done and continue to do. Lord, you are the vine and we are your branches. Help us to grow from the pillars of mercy. Let Mercy Girls be the reason for global change, to fight racism, protect the earth, advocate for women, create peace and immigration, and choose nonviolence. Amen. Our Lady of Mercy, pray for us. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen.
Listen, I just heard really good news. Both Heather Riker and Heather Schmidt have volunteered to do a tea talk. Let's hear it for the Heathers. Everyone, before you leave, just a reminder, if we can get everybody up front so we can get a group photo. Thank you for everybody traveling. Safe travels home. Please, if you're hungry, we have lots of food left over.